up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Uh, I'm here again. And today I'm going to talk about what my road trip to Jefferson City. It all began on February 8th, 2017. My my mother drove me to Prayer Leadership Program in Town and Country, which is like West West County of St. Louis. And what happened was, and what happened was, as we were driving to West County, we made it just in time. I almost didn't even get to go on this trip. That's how close I was. I almost missed it. Excuse me. And what happened was, as we were going on this, as we got there, she dropped me off, and I stick got on the bus with the President Leadership Program because they planned this field trip. They told us early in 20 back in 2016, or back in August 2016 about the field trip. And the moment they announced they were going to Jefferson City, I was up for it. I was excited for it, and I couldn't wait to go. And 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 it happened, and I actually got to go. I sat way in the back of the bus along with this other kid. Everyone sat in the front. It was like this Greyhound bus. It wasn't not like a school bus. It was a Greyhound bus or something. Then what happened? We pulled off. And we headed down the highway. Now I was seeing areas. I was seeing, and we headed west of St. Louis. We headed over into Chesterfield, and I saw Chesterfield Mall and stuff like that with my own eyes. I couldn't take a picture of it because I haven't enough time and stuff like that. And and we passed it, and we head over the Missouri River, and we passed Lake St. Louis, other other towns and stuff. We pulled over on this highway at this station, at this station of some sort. It looks like a state station, one of those stations you over the highway near the interstate. I mean, near the state line road, one of those stations. If you don't know what they are, probably look it up for me or know what I'm talking about. It's like one of those state line road stations and stuff like that. Um, and then uh, we stopped there and we got out. Actually, we didn't get out. We stayed in. And it was a good looking area. Then after that, we headed off on the highway. And I was sitting on the highway. I looked at the landscape, countryside, stuff like that. And then we headed off this exit. We headed off this exit. I mean, we headed off this exit and we headed to down this country road. We took it. And I remember seeing these rocky mountains up near there. And I too bad I couldn't take a picture of it, but it was like a sunrise. It was a beautiful setting. You gotta be there to understand it. Then, as, and as we headed towards that way, we passed it. We saw signs for Jefferson City miles away. I forgot how many miles it was. Then, as we get into Jefferson City city limits, we more like town limits. we saw uh, I saw the Capitol from a distance, and that's when I pulled out my phone and videoed it, and it's on my channel in my early videos when I down uploaded videos of my uh, videos on what I experienced and what I went to on YouTube. It's early videos called Jefferson's. Look on my channel and at the very beginning. Look, keep scrolling. Keep scrolling on my channel, you'll see it. It's called Jefferson City video or something. It's Jefferson City or something. But it's not video. It's called Jefferson City something. I forgot what it was. And then as I recorded, we passed the Missouri River again into Jefferson City. The students were excited. They they couldn't can't wait to go. Uh, excuse me. And, what happened was we headed towards the cap. We went to the Capitol. As we got to the Capitol, we got off the bus. We got off the bus and we headed into the building. And and as we waited, they gave us these mayors to meet, and we were supposed to meet our mayors for St. Louis or St. Louis or different types of mayors across the state. I forgot what it was, but it was different types of mayors. I had my mayor, and and, and as we got ready to meet our mayors, I just saw a bunch of people in there, and I had to get my, I had to get something. We all had to get something before we met our mayors. This envelope or this picture of what they look like. Then, as after that, went we went into we met our mayors. I met my mayor. We took a picture together, stuff like that. Then after that, we went into a courtroom. And as we went into the courtroom, as we went into the courtroom, we sat way above near the ceiling of the building, and we all looked down. And I had this vibe and of some sort. I was in Judge Judy or something. That was the first time being in a courtroom, similar to Judge Judy, because never in my life I've never been to a courtroom in Judge Judy courtroom. I only see it on TV, but I never been there in person. Then after that, then after that, we went to see the rest of the Capitol, the museum, what it looks like and stuff. I saw some of the some parts of the museum. Some. Then after that, we walked with this tourist, and we went near this window. And as I took a picture of this window, I mean, actually before that, I actually took pictures and stuff. And I was, and I took pictures. After that, what happened was, we were looking in this window. Me and my three friends were looking in this window. And after that, we turned around. 5 or 4 seconds later, our group was gone. They disappeared. We didn't know where they went. So we started to look for them and stuff like that. And what happened was we went inside the Capitol building to look. Actually, we went further down in the Capitol building to look for our friends. the group I was in, and it took a long time. It took 30 minutes to find our friends, to find the group. I mean, and we searched the dome. We looked into the dome. We looked in the hallway. We looked down in the basement of the Capitol building. We didn't see nobody. And what happened was this lady found this lady figured out we were lost. Actually, before that, we went to this elevator, and I was kept panicking and stuff. And my friends kept saying, "Shut the fuck up." So sorry, but I didn't. But I didn't get that. For some reason, I panicked when we went missing in the building this time. But when I was a kid, when I went missing, for the first time I went missing, in 2005, when I was 6, I didn't get scared. I didn't complain at all. I didn't panic like I was in the 2017 when I went missing in the Capitol building. And we went in an elevator. We went down another hall, steps of hallway, and we stumbled across this lady. And we were looking at this lady, and she figured out we were lost. And we said it anyway. And she walked, and we followed this lady down to the basement. And we looked further down in the hallway of the basement, and we found the group and the tour guide. And we went in there, and we spoke to ourselves that don't tell our parents that we got lost, stuff like that. And then we headed out. We left out the room, and we headed towards this doorway, and we went back on the bus. As we got back on the bus, we headed back to St. Louis, and I remember seeing a sign how many miles St. Louis was. I forgot about it. And then at the time, the unstoppable theme was in my head at the time when I was on the road. You know, I mean, okay, I already mentioned. And after that, we arrived at the Fred Leadership Headquarters, town, town and country in St. Louis, which is West County, West Side St. Louis, another name to call it. And we got out and we went home. And I will never forget the experience. And I still remember it to this day. And but I feel so bad for my other friend because he didn't get to go because he got lost. He got lost somewhere in St. Louis. He forgot where we were at to go. So I felt bad for my other friend. And well, that's it. I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be the Transformers Age of Extinction video when I talk about it. When I talk about it. See you. See you. See you till then.